Hello there, boys and girls, cats and dogs. This is your Sunday reading. I failed to record one and upload it and schedule it for today, so I'm going to do it live. I did this once and it was fun. So here we go. I found this poem just yesterday, but I didn't record it. This is by Oliver Wendell Holmes, and it's called At the Atlantic Dinner. The Atlantic is, I think it's still published, certainly was a great magazine. So, At the Atlantic Dinner. I suppose it's myself that you're making allusion to and bringing the sense of dismay and confusion to. Of course, some must speak. They are always selected to, but pray, what's the reason that I am expected to? I'm not fond of wasting my breath as those fellows do, that want to be blowing forever as bellows do. Their legs are uneasy, but why will you jog any that long to stay quiet beneath the mahogany? Why call me up with your battery of flatteries? You say he writes poetry. That's what the matter is. It costs him no trouble, a pen full of ink or two, and the poem is done in the time of a wink or two. As for thoughts, never mind. Take the ones that lie uppermost, and the rhymes used by Milton and Byron and Tupper most. The lines come so easy. At one end he jingles 'em, at the other with capital letters he shingles 'em. Why the thing writes itself, and before he's half done with it, he hates to stop writing. He has such good fun with it. Ah, that is the way in which simple ones go about and draw a fine picture of things they don't know about. We all know a kitten, but come to a cat amount, the beast is a stranger when grown up to that amount. A stranger we rather prefer shouldn't visit us, a Thales whose advent is far from felicitous. The boy who can boast that his trap has just got a mouse mustn't draw it and write underneath hippopotamus. Or say unveraciously, this is an elephant. Don't think, let me beg, these examples irrelevant. What they mean is just this, that a thing to be painted well should always be something with which we are acquainted well. You call on your victim for things he has plenty of. These copies of verses, no doubt, at least 20 of. His desk is crammed full, for he always keeps writing 'em, and reading to friends as his way of delighting 'em. I tell you, this writing of verses means business. It makes the brain whirl in a vortex of dizziness. You think they are scrawled in the languor of laziness? I tell you, they're squeezed by a spasm of craziness, a fit half as bad as the staggering vertigos that seize a poor fellow, and down in the dirt he goes. And therefore it chimes with the world's etymology that the sons of Apollo are great on apology. For the writing of verse is a struggle mysterious, and the gayest of rhymes is a matter that's serious. For myself, I'm relied on by friends in extremities, and I don't mind so much if a comfort to them it is. 'Tis a pleasure to please, and the straw that can tickle us is a source of enjoyment, though slightly ridiculous. I am up for a something, and since I've begun with it, I must give you a toast now before I have done with it. Let me pump at my wits as they pumped the constituate that moistened, it may be, the very last bituate. Success to our publishers, authors, and editors, to our debtors, good luck. Pleasant dreams to our creditors. May the monthly grow yearly till all we are groping for has reached the fulfillment we're all of us hoping for. Till the bore through the tunnel, it makes me let off a sigh to think it may possibly ruin my prophecy. Has been punned on so often, 'twill never provoke again one mind adolescent to make the old joke again, till abstinent all go to meeting society has forgotten the sense of the word inebriety, till the work that poor Hannah and Bridget and Phyllis do, the humanized, civilized female gorillas do, till the roughs, as we call them, grown loving and dutiful, still worship the true and the pure and the beautiful, and praying no longer as tiger and vulture do, all read the Atlantic as persons of culture do. I think that's fun. Oh, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. So I'll stay on for a little while. This was totally spontaneous. I don't know who else is on right now. I hope I'm not conflicting with people, but I'll stay on for a little while. I might even read it again later. But I love that poem. It's by Oliver Wendell Holmes. Anyway, Mobs and Racine and Gigi and Stephanie are here. And, you know, I tried to do this directly through YouTube, and YouTube is acting wonky now. I mean, I have something that I need to schedule for tomorrow that it won't let me schedule. It has to stay unlisted. But at the same time, um, also, I could not do this live directly through YouTube. I had to do it through StreamYard, I hope. Well, apparently it's going live because I've got people in the room. So let me just invite some people up. If you want to come. It's up to you. So, yep. Here we are. I'm wearing what I used to call this the sweater that would not die. It's the original version of my recent cabled sweater. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on the other side of the room. No, actually, it's right there, but it doesn't matter. I did different options for the neck, and this is the turtleneck option. I like it. Now, this early version I didn't like because the sleeves are a little wonky. So when I did the more recent version, I made the sleeves better, and that's the one I published. But after a year, I put this on the other day and just loved wearing it because, well, I think it looks good. I think turtlenecks flatter me. And I also, it's warm, I'll tell you that. And it's nice. I like it very much. Anyway, so tell me what's going on, people. Or if you want me to read the poem again, tell me that. Because I will, and the second time will probably be better. I found the poem yesterday, and I only rehearsed it once before going live today. So the first reading had a few stumbles. I see no one wants to come up. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the poem again, and then I'm going to come back and then call it a day, because these things are never really all that long. This is by Oliver Wendell Holmes. It's called At the Atlantic Dinner. The Atlantic is, oops, I heard a beep. Hey, Cuppy, what's that? Your keys?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but what I see is keys.
Oh, I forgot to turn my stand down. No, what I did. I'm coming. Hi, I forgot I didn't put that back up there.
Oh, there you go. Oh, God. Now you're upside
There.
down. Ah. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. There you go.
Come on, do right. It doesn't want to do right. Anyway, well, I'll just hold it. I don't have a what do you call it? That thing?
Oh, StreamYard?
No, cover thing for the camera, whatever. I got the cheaper one. I was like, I'm not
Oh,
husband to spend like 40 more dollars on a webcam just because it comes with a little flashy thing to close it up.
I'm using my laptop right now, the built-in
The
computer, and
Mr.
I'm
Tech
using
Wizard.
ah, I'm using these earbuds with a built-in mic, and I've tried other kinds of earbuds, and these are the most successful that I've found. And I mean, this computer is actually very old, so I can't
I'm
use.
figuring it out.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. I'm figuring this out. I couldn't figure out how to get it back up there.
that's okay. We're a patient lot
Yay!
here.
I didn't know it was
But
around.
anyway, yeah, my computer's very old, so the speakers are no longer any good. That's why I use the earbuds. The keyboard is no longer any good, so I use an external keyboard. And the trackpad is no longer any good, so I use an external mouse. So it's almost like I've got a separate computer. But it still works for me. And even though I would like a new one, I myself don't have the money to buy one. So I'm not going to get one soon.
Um, what I did, I because I didn't know what I was doing at all, and I still don't. So
Sometimes that's the best way to learn.
yeah. So I thought whenever you use the StreamYard that you had to have the camera plus the get out of the box plus that thing, the earphone.
You don't have to. It just depends on the sound quality. And if your computer recognizes your camera, whether it's internal or external, um, or rather, if the browser is what needs to recognize your camera and your microphone, and whether it's external or internal, but you're doing fine. I can see you and I can hear you.
Yeah, but now I have to find somebody. If I can't figure out a way to put these to any use, then hey, if anybody needs a thingy, whatever, I'm probably gonna use
Well, I,
Lotto.
I will tell you that sometimes when you're doing this sort of thing, you need the earbuds or the headphones to avoid echoing.
Yeah, but that the my video thing,
Hmm.
the webcam, it's got the whole microphone and everything built into it. But I thought, well, that doesn't matter because to get out the background echo, whatever. I thought, well,
Yeah.
the speaker things in, and then I found out rather quickly. Why am I not getting? Hey, mom! Oh, there's my yarny girl. Oh,
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 I'm still doing laundry right now.
I like what you're wearing there. But
Thank
Racine
you.
was saying that we both seem fine. So I don't think there's any issue with audio or video for either of us or for all three of us.
yeah, it just irritates me because once I did plug it in because I was worried about it. But whenever I have the camera hooked up, I can't even hear anything, and I'm still hearing it out of the speaker. So I'm going, okay. If I ever need them, I'll figure them out. But so far,
Yeah.
I can't use them. So
Oh,
no.
Julie is here. Hey, Julie. Um, what was I going to say? I like these earbuds. I get really good sound. I get really good sound blocking. So if my sister is watching TV in the living room, she likes it loud. And she likes those violent TV shows that I just can't do. So so I like that. And honestly, if I'm watching a music video, um, these are just great for that because the sound is really good.
Mm.
And I watch a lot of music videos. That's for most people know music is my background. So
Well, I don't have a background in music. I just have a love for it.
I don't know anyone who doesn't actually. So I think that and you know what? I've had this experience where people learn that I have a background in classical music and they instantly expect me to judge their tastes.
Mhm.
And I think that's an insult that they
Yeah.
think I'm that kind of person.
I think
And
it's an insult to ask anybody, period, judge what I like. I don't get that.
no, they're not asking me to evaluate it. They just expect me to look down on their tastes
Oh,
because my background is different.
yeah.
And I like lots of different kinds of music. I really do.
Yeah, agree. Agree. I mean, I get a lot of people, they laugh at me because I'm going, I don't like her music. Judge me all you want. I really don't give a rip. But Miley Cyrus, and about this time, everybody's going, oh my word. I don't like her music, but her voice is amazing. I could listen to her sing, really sing all day long. Anything, everything. I love her voice. Do
There are
not like her
some
music, but
really.
is
I'm sorry, Mobs. Were you saying something?
No, I was agreeing with Cupid. Copy, I
Okay.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here doing laundry and thinking about something else at the same time.
you good.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of singers out there with amazing voices. And I think it's okay that they do whatever style that they do.
Mm,
I think it would be fun to hear them doing other kinds of music as well, but that's up to
yeah,
them. I mean, there's this one guy on, I think he's on TikTok, and nowadays you can't watch YouTube without being exposed to TikTok.
yeah.
Um, and he's a country singer with, I think, a really beautiful voice. And if he wanted to do some of that crooner big band stuff,
Yeah.
oh my God, he would be amazing.
Mm,
But he's really good with what he does too.
yeah. Like, I cannot think of her name, but the lady in Four Non Blondes that sang the song "What's Up," hey, 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 I woke up in the morning and I step outside, take a deep breath, and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs. Yeah, I'm not trying to sing for y'all. I sing along, but not for others. But her voice, like, what? She can get up there, down there, everything in between. I'm going, wow. Yeah.
Julie says she loves country music, but because of that, she thinks she's stereotyped by others. I can see that. I can see that because
Yeah.
people are always looking for reasons to judge others.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get that, but
I don't either.
I know it's out there, so you just got to live with it, I guess.
Yeah. And like, I went like a year and a
I just wanted to pop up and say hi to both of y'all. So I am going to jump down so I can finish my laundry, but I will stay in chat.
Okay, that's
half.
cool. I'm
I
glad
wanted to
you're
say hi to
here.
both of y'all and hi to everyone in the chat.
Okay.
I'll still be in chat though.
Good.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I will see y'all later.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness. And I know she's still here and I don't care. I love her so much. She is
She is lots of fun, and she
Yeah.
is so amazingly supportive of me.
Yes.
I mean, she says some
Don't
beautiful
lie.
things. I know, you know how I am. But she says some really beautiful things about me that make me want to cry.
I know. And it's hard not to. And that's me. That's why a lot of times, I go to cry and then it's like, wait a minute, nope. You're supposed to be tough, and I'm like, and some days
Why is that? I mean, no one's ever mistaken me for tough, I'll tell you that. But it's funny. After my father died, and I was there. I helped manage things a little bit. So my older sister sent me a message on Facebook. Actually, it was a public comment or something. I don't know. She said I was a pillow of strength.
Yeah.
Not a pillar, a pillow of strength. Now, I don't think she's clever enough to have meant that as a joke. I think it was a typo on her phone, but still, I loved it.
Yeah.
She's not watching, so she's not going to know that I called her not clever. I hope.
No, I don't think anybody would take it in that way if they know, like anybody else that's like, oh, let's be politically correct. David, you're wrong.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I'm
please.
not
I
gonna
don't
pick
even.
apart anything,
I think that people who use that phrase are people who resent being asked to consider the feelings of others.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas people who do consider the feelings of others don't use that phrase. They say, okay, act like a grown up, act with some consideration, act with some sensitivity.
Yeah. I get that.
Yep. So, I mean, there are other phrases, and if we went down that road, we'd start talking about politics, and I'm certainly not going to do that. But
Yeah.
there are other phrases out there that are misidentified, actually. But moving right along.
It's like being a tower of jello. That's me. Oh,
I like Jello, actually. I really. There is this amazing song. If anybody wants to look for it on YouTube, it's called Lime Jello Marshmallow Cottage Cheese Surprise. And it is hysterically funny. Um, um, and usually it's classical singers, sometimes cabaret singers who will be singing it. But
you had me at cabaret.
sorry?
You had me at cabaret.
I love cabaret. If I were going to start performing again, that's the direction I would go in, because it took me a long, long time to grow up and really appreciate that level of connection and communication with an audience. Because I used to like the footlights and the costumes and the wigs and makeup and all that stuff, and that's fun too.
Mhm.
But cabaret I love, and I've done a little bit in the past. In fact, excuse me, my earliest videos are from, gosh, was that 2006, 2006 or 2007? They're excerpts from a little cabaret event that I did, but it's a long, long time ago, and I don't sing that well anymore. But since I've been doing this yarn channel, people who follow me here have seen those videos, and they say lovely things about them.
Okay, I'm not going to say I'm stalking you, but you can assume. I knew I should have waited until you were done drinking before I said anything.
I had not taken a sip yet, so we're okay.
So I got marshmallow, lime jello, and I can't remember.
Cottage cheese surprise.
Cottage.
Hold on a second. I will find a link and put it up.
Good, because I'm having problems. Because if I don't write anything down, then it won't. Yeah, you can see. That's me trying to write my own handwriting where I can understand it. I'm not good at it.
Okay, here is the link. I think I might have linked this video in my community tab before, but I think I'll link it again because it's lovely. The same guy does, he's got several other videos up, but he hasn't posted anything in a while, and I think it's several years. But I love
Okay.
that particular video.
Who was that?
Since I started new,
I did not unpause that, but it paused anyway. Oh, okay. That was the lady I just subscribed to.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I pulled it up in another tab so that I could watch it, and it had a notification on something, and I was like, oh, well, let me look at it right quick. And it's another lady that I subscribed to that uploaded 2 videos. So I'm like, oh, okay, now I know where I'll have to go, because I have everybody that I subscribe to. Why I do this, I don't know. It's weird, but I always ring the bell on everyone. So, like,
To get the notifications, yeah. And there's a joke that you sometimes see going around that I think it goes like, my life is like an internet browser. I have like 30 tabs open. 10 of them are frozen. And I'll be damned if I can tell where that music is coming from.
Me. Oh, so me. Like one of the first lives that I did, that was me. I was like, I have no idea where that music is coming from. And I tried, and I really could not figure it out for the life of me. I'm like, oh my gosh. But now I'm going, yeah, if you hear music playing whenever it starts, I can promise you, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why it's there. If it stops, great. Because the first time it stopped, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't even have to investigate where it came from. And then it started playing again later, and then it did. I was like, okay, well, we'll wait a minute and see if it stops. And then it didn't. I'm like, okay, forget this. I'm cutting this live off now. I'll be back in just a minute on another live. Because I'm like, oh, well, I can't figure it out. That's okay. I'm good. Oh, and you're going to love my lovely Cuppy cup. Okay, or not.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at another tab. Go Cox.
That's right. And I haven't had a chance. I'm like, okay, all you Gamecock fans, I can make a graph for Carolina Gamecocks too, but no, everybody wanted Clemson, and I'm like, Clemson.
I like orange, but Clemson?
Exactly. And they're all in too deep, and I'm going, I don't care how many games you win. I don't like you. Dabo Sweeney, on the other hand, I love Dabo Sweeney.
Is that a player?
The head coach for Clemson football. I adore him.
Is that because of his looks or his personality?
No. I mean, he's cute. Yeah, you should Google him. He is cute.
Oh, Julie is talking about Wisconsin Badgers. Yeah. I have had some really good times in Wisconsin, I will tell you that.
Wow. Oh, I'm getting
on Wisconsin.
And I don't know anything except Wisconsin, except the most important lesson of the day. At 8 o'clock, I will not be online because that's whenever I'll be hollering for the Packers. Go Packers.
Oh, there you go.
I am a big Packers fan. Roll, tide, roll.
I used to go to Madison almost weekly for work, and I would be there for like 4 days. And my friend and I would like leave early on Friday and hang out at the airport, and we'd like, work up our expense reports and other things that we had to do, emails, that sort of thing, sitting in a restaurant, eating cheese curds and drinking. Um, oh, those were good times. I liked the cheese curds.
I've never had them before. I've heard.
Oh, Ivy B says, Roll Tide. She apparently is from Alabama. How do I know these sports references? That's just not me. But then you can't escape it in this culture, can you?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Julie agrees about the cheese curds. Racine says that Racine, Wisconsin is where her name comes from. I don't doubt it a bit. Pitter Paws, hey, so glad to see you. Hasn't it been a long time? Wow. Wow. This I'm surprised I stayed on this long. Oh gosh, I need to blow my nose in a second.
Bless you.
Ah,
Oh my God. I know.
Thank you.
These allergies have been terrible.
well, I was saying the other day that I have seasonal allergies every season.
Yeah, but we're in summer right now. Well, I mean, don't look at me that way. You know what I'm talking about.
It
Everybody else,
feels like summer even though it's winter.
yeah. I mean, it is technically whatever. Scientifically, we're in wintertime. We are not in wintertime, y'all. It was 80-something degrees here yesterday. It was like 84, 85.
Now, tell me again what part of South Carolina you're in.
I am in Kershaw County, Camden.
Oh, I know Camden, yeah.
Yeah, really?
I have been
I
through
don't know
Camden.
whether to say I'm sorry, bless your heart, or oh, I'm
Hey,
glad.
I know what bless your heart means.
Yeah.
You just be careful there.
Well, I didn't mean bless your heart. I just meant,
I know. Thank you, Julie.
I mean, because Camden, I mean, we're a small town, but there's so many pieces of it. And if you know,
Julie, oh, that's awful news. Oh gosh, I hope everybody does okay in the end. I mean, a lot of people nowadays, with the treatments and the vaccines, I think that the experience is not as severe as it was originally, depending upon. Well, it's a highly individual thing too. Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Barbara.
had it. My husband had it a few months ago, and it was horrible. He was out of work for, I think, a week with it. Even though that doesn't sound that bad, he was terrible. He would go from hot to cold, but he never lost his sense of taste or smell. But then the other 2 weeks he was out, not because of having the Rona, as I call it. He wasn't out because he had the Rona. But the second 2 weeks he was out because he broke a rib. That's how hard he was coughing.
From coughing.
Yeah,
I have done
was
that
horrible.
before when I've had the flu or bronchitis, where I could tell I had hurt myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was actually, when it was all new. Hey, Samantha, when it was all still new, I was hospitalized a few times for other reasons, but
Yeah,
because of the pandemic, my hospital experience was so isolated and lonely.
yeah.
And then they wondered why I had the TV on all the time. And at the time, actually, I was so sick, I couldn't even figure out how to work my phone. So I could figure out how to work the TV remote, and I was always watching HGTV at the time.
That would have been me. Or if they would have YouTube, Man, I'd be like, look, if you hospitals ever get YouTube where I can just turn it on their TV, just let me just call it a vacation.
How cool would that be? Yeah.
I would not mind. I would be like laying in my hospital bed crocheting, watching YouTube with room service.
Actually, I was rather foggy mentally, and so I really wasn't. In fact, that was one of the first clues that I was like, um, I might be getting sick here, because at home I was making stupid mistakes and not being able to focus or count or anything. And then while I was there, really wasn't able to do anything either.
Yeah. Mm.
So,
Well, you sound like me on the daily. That's not unusual for a while ago. Tom Jones. That's not unusual.
it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Na 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 na.
I don't care. I'm like that music person. Like, name it almost. Not all of them, but I'm like, name it. I'm there. I don't care. I love music. Good music.
Exactly. I like most music. Yeah. I mean, there are some things I don't much like. I mean, if there are some things you hear that seem to be popular songs where just I find the lyrics offensive.
Yeah.
I never really acquired much of a fondness for rap or hip hop,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna start getting academic here. There are multiple dimensions to music. There's the melody, there's the harmony, there's the rhythm, there's other stuff. So hip hop and rap, to me, most of what I've heard seems to have no melody at all, and I'm going, well, then why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I know that there are tons and tons of people, particularly young people, who identify with that kind of music strongly, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
And I do like some of the old school rap. I don't know if people now would call it rap or not, but
I don't even know the labels anymore.
oh, what was it? Salt and Pepper. Um, I think they were the ones, and I could be wrong. Don't come for me if I'm wrong, but we like the cars that go boom. But I mean, that was in my teenage years, so I mean, and it was catchy,
In
But
my teenage years, it was the Carpenters.
mm,
Oh God.
I can get on board with that.
Love, look at the two of us.
Wow.
Strangers in many ways. Oh gosh.
Mm.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
Oh, you didn't have to stop.
Well, the copyright police might have objected had I gone on longer.
Oh.
Um,
Well, I won't put cuffs on you.
unless I ask very nicely, then.
My husband might get mad, and I'm hushing.
Okay.
I'm like, no, let's keep it G. Let's keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
You and Granny make it hard to do that.
Anyway, gosh, I've been on for almost 40 minutes. I really meant this to be briefer, but I'm really glad that we did this. It's been great fun. But I'm going to call it a day and get other things
Hall and
done.
Oates.
And Hall and Oates, yes.
And you know what? Now I'm annoyed because
Why?
now I want to listen to music, but to give you a quick, just a quick snippet. That, can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's me. That's what whenever I do feel like when it like sorry, my brain started. But whenever I'm crocheting, I can't listen to music that I really, really enjoy and want to get into because that
Because you focused on the music.
yes, and then as I'm crocheting and I'm like, okay, I'm on row 10 now. My goal is 10 rows. So from 10 to 20, yeah, that's my goal for the end of the day. So if
Now,
I do
I like to listen to
upbeat, then I'll be
audiobooks
like, I'm
while
not
I'm,
even halfway through row one and it's time to go to bed. But if I listen
yeah.
to classical music, I get so deep into it that I'm like, oh, my goal was only 10 rows today. I've done 30. I'll take
Wow. Yeah. Now, I have an opera blog. I don't write in it as much as I used to, but I like to, well, nowadays, since I live in North Carolina, I don't really get to see as much, and of course, of the age that we live in, I don't get to see as much live performance as I would like, but I'm finding all of these amazing performances online, some of them
Mhm.
recent and some of them a number of years old. And I love to watch those. And very often I will write about them because I get a lot out of writing. Writing is good
Yeah.
for me. So I have an opera blog, I have a crochet blog, and I have like a general commentary blog where I write stuff that offends people. Um,
Imagine that.
Me? Yeah. I would never say anything controversial. But anyway,
Oh, of course not.
all three of them are linked at my Linktree page. Um, so yeah, but I love watching those things, and it takes a certain level of focus because, you know, my analytical mind engages. So often I cannot really work on my crochet while I'm listening, and that's okay. But I do love to listen to audiobooks while I'm working on my crochet. Um, and I have a very narrow range of literary tastes, 19th century British stuff. I'm there. But, and I can't tell you how many people have said, oh, that doesn't surprise me a bit. But it depends upon the music. It depends upon. I mean, I watch other people's yarn videos while I'm working. I participate in live streams while I'm working. I have learned on my own live streams, I can't do something that takes a lot of focus. It has to be something simple, like if it's all double crochet in rows and rows and rows, I could do that. But something that takes a little more focus or is a little more complex, not so much.
Yeah. For me, I can't even mindlessly mine right now. Whenever I'm going live, I'm working on my donation Afghan, and it's all single crochet, and I can do that. But double crochet, like I'm like, okay, where am I at? What am I doing? Because I'm completely and totally ADHD, and whenever I'm having the and I'm not good at finding my words, obviously, but I have absent seizures a lot too. So, like, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? And a lot of people think because I do have bad hearing that will let me speak louder. I'm like, no, I just didn't hear you the first time because I zoned out. Not because I'm ignoring you, but because everything just went blank. But yeah.
Pitterpaw says she watches Judge Judy while she crochets. I try to never watch Judge Judy, but that's just me. We can have different tastes and still be friends. Anyway, I started to pop out, and I want to thank you for coming up. It's been lovely. This is the first time we've really met in person.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad. I'm glad you were here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. And I'm sorry I didn't mean to keep you this long. I know you were trying to
No,
go
no, 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 no,
that I'm
no, no, no reason to apologize. Hey, that means more watch minutes. So,
Yeah, I was really, really concerned about that. And it's like something clicked, and it's not because of the new year, but it was like something clicked in me. And I'm like, I'm going to quit taking this as being so stressed out about, oh, I don't have the subscribers and oh, I don't have the hours, because you have no idea how stressed I was over that. I have cried and cried and cried, being like, oh, I'm a failure. But now I'm going, no, maybe if I just stop doing that and
mm,
just kick back, relax, and try and have a good time, it'll happen.
oh, okay.
And I'm not.
If there's anybody who's blue in the room, please post Cuppy's link.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not like, no, I didn't come on here for that.
I know that. I know that. I just wanted to make that suggestion.
But I mean, I'm just, whatever you do, just like with me, whenever I got into crochet, I'm like, I want to learn how to do it. But if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to do it. But
Life is too short. I'm almost 60 years old. I don't have to do what I don't want, you know?
that's me.
Well,
I mean, you should never have to get up to go to a job every day of your life. And let me clarify. My husband gets up and goes to work almost every day, Monday through Friday, days off for holidays, whatever. He gets up, he goes to his work. Someday he's screaming, face mask, face mask. He's watching his game right now. But he gets up, he gets ready, he goes to work. Some days, like if he has to be at work at 5 a.m, he gets up, he's in at 5, and then some days he doesn't get off until like 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. But he does not have to get up and go to his job every single day. He loves what he does.
that was going to be my question.
Yeah.
That makes it
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Racine says that every time we get together, we will learn lots from all. I think
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
If you're not learning something every day,
Yeah.
that
And I've been in that situation where um, I just went to work to make a living and didn't really enjoy it.
yeah.
And I felt trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Katrina just posted your link. Thank you,
Oh,
Katrina.
thank you, honey.
I didn't even realize you were here, Katrina. Forgive me for not saying hi. Um,
I didn't either.
but anyway, yeah, and I felt trapped, and
Yeah.
now I do not. I don't have the kind of corporate income I once had. Although in the last years in the corporate job, I enjoyed it a lot more than in some previous years. But still, I don't have the corporate income I once had. But in a lot of ways, I'm happier.
Yeah. I mean, we should all love our work, because nobody loves a job. The job is where you have to get up and you have to go and you have to make a living. I can't do that. If I don't enjoy where I'm working. Now, again, like with you, there were those times where I had to get up and go to work every day at my 3 different jobs with 2 kids, and that was rough. That was really, really rough, because I didn't enjoy working any of the 3 jobs that I had at the time. And I got laughed at by a lot of people, because they're, oh, well, past that, whenever I started working at Walmart, a lot of people were, well, you can do better than Walmart. Why? It's good pay. For what it is good pay. Then I don't like how it is now with the, you have to check yourself out. I'm going, Why am I having to work as a cashier? I'm not getting paid for it, you know? The self checkout things. I worked as a cashier and I worked everywhere, but it was good pay, good benefits, but I loved it.
I'll bet it was the interaction with the customers that you loved.
No,
No?
no, not gonna lie. I am not good at all at being a people person. Not whenever it comes to actual face to face kind of. I don't. I'm not comfortable. I have panic attacks like nobody would believe. But I love the I loved whenever I was working the floor and when I mean just the repetitive and making sure like this goes here and whenever I saw something out of place, I'm not OCD, but I love going into anybody else's home, obviously not mine, but whether it's a store, a home, or whatever, I love organizing. I'm horrible at doing my own, but I love
I
it.
think that's probably true for a lot of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, one of my best jobs, I did enjoy, it was a corporate job, and I enjoyed most, not all, certainly, most of my coworkers, but the best part was it felt like doing mental puzzles, and that was fun for me. My job really was to write documents in such a way that they were understandable by the people on the business side and the people on the technology side. And I had to get everything included and everything had to be clear. And that's the puzzle. And it was a challenge. And that's what I loved about it. And that's why I like writing patterns now, because I like that kind of a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not good at writing patterns. I've tried and it just doesn't come naturally for me. You
Well,
know?
that's okay too. It doesn't have to.
Yeah, I mean, different people locally that I know, they're like, "Oh, I like that. Where's the pattern?" And I'm like, "Well, it wasn't here as I was going, but I didn't write it down. I've tried that before." Well, did you write this down? Yeah, but that's the problem. Um,
Now, it's possible
I
when you do
can't
your own
read my own
design.
handwriting.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Now, you can work with someone else who does like writing patterns and work together with your design. Oh, excuse me. And their writing skills. Um, I think that kind of a partnership would work
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there are always people out there who are willing to help. And I have volunteered to help people before with patterns. Yeah. Okay. Isla is leaving, and this is turning into a Minnesota goodbye, you know?
No, 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 no. You can't. Do not talk like that, young mister. We're playing them today, okay?
Uh-oh.
Don't give
Uh-oh.
them any good. Okay, you can give them good vibes, but not any real good vibes.
Well, I spent a substantial part of my childhood in Minnesota, so
Oh,
no, there, don't you know?
yeah. But
Um,
we're gonna say go pack go from
yeah,
Gamecock Cup.
well, uh, the pack is not in Minnesota.
No,
Minnesota's the
they're
Gophers.
Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers,
Green
that's
Bay Packers.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're playing the Minnesota Vikings today.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
that's why
Packers
I'm
versus
like,
Vikings. There
mm,
you go.
yes.
Oh,
And Vikings is not only our rival, but it's a personal rival for me. Now that I don't care, he won't see this. It's a big time rival for me now because of my
mm.
future ex son in law, and I'm going. He doesn't even watch football, but he's all go Vikings, and I'm like, no, I want to beat your behind.
My
That's
when I was a kid in Minnesota, I had this Vikings rain slicker. It was purple all over, with the emblem in gold, because those
mm,
are their colors, you know. And I
yeah,
loved it.
yeah. I bet so. I mean, who? Honestly, if I wasn't a Packers fan and whatever, I don't care. I do like Vikings colors.
Yeah.
Their Viking, the logo, the colors, everything looks cool as crap. I'll give them that, but not on game day. You ain't getting nothing from me. Not today, buddy.
Okay, I'm there with you then. I mean, those sporting things, have at it,
Well, I mean, you could watch it on mute because I'm telling you, honey, whenever they are running. Okay, I need a shower.
I didn't say that I don't like athletes.
Yeah. But it was funny though. Yesterday we were out to eat for our anniversary, and I looked up at one of the TVs and I'm like, "Oh, there's a hockey game." And my husband looks at me. He says, "I thought you didn't know anything about hockey." I says, "I don't. I know that they run around on ice with a puck, chasing it with a stick." But yep, there it is. And then thankfully I looked the other way and I'm like, "Oh, never mind. Yeah, hockey, y'all stay over here." And I'm
Yeah,
looking back
football,
watching
men in tight
football.
pants. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it was college, but I don't even remember who I was watching that was
I,
playing. But I was like, I don't care, it's football.
when I was growing up in North Carolina, in the Charlotte area, there were no professional sports teams yet in North Carolina, so it was all about ACC.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have that sort of judgment against Clemson.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I meant to go. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you.
It's been
One last
lovely.
go for you.
Thank you so much, and also go Pack Go.
I'm sorry if that was painful, but I appreciate it. I got to get my jersey out before tonight. I think
Uh-oh.
at 8. Yeah, I wore my long sleeve shirt the other day, so I'm like, crap, I got to wash that. But yeah,
Oh, please.
I got another one to back it up. Oh,
I
and you
never
can
leave
see
the house.
here,
I wear dirty clothes all the time.
you see that? That's what a friend of mine got me for Christmas, that flag.
Oh, yeah, I think
The
so. Yeah.
Green Bay Packers thing I put up there. Yeah, because my TV's on, and you see what's on the YouTube there.
Somebody's doing a
Somebody's,
crochet tutorial.
I have no idea,
Oh,
but I mean,
I've learned a lot from tutorials.
how do you think I learned how to crochet?
Exactly.
Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. I'm like,
Yeah, and also Fiber Spider and Crystal Bag a Day. But others as well.
Fiber Spider though. Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, slow down, honey, slow down. And one day I will be able to, but I have to learn very slow, very easy. And I'm going, you're just too good for my own good right yet. Still, I mean, I've been
A
crocheting.
good thing about his tutorials, though, is when there's a repeat, he will do it over and over again just for clarity. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what it was is I think I've only watched like 2 tutorials,
Uh-huh.
and both times I was like for hours on there trying out. I'm like, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
I used to watch tutorials and then make notes from the tutorials and like later go back and try to
Yeah,
do what they were
yeah.
doing.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah, that causes. I mean, it's not always like that, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
hush.
Okay. It has been lovely. Thank you for coming up, and thank you everybody who's watching. We still have 9 people here. How are we doing for thumbs? But we still have 9 people here, and
14.
that's great.
Yeah.
So, people come and go when you do a live stream. That's okay too. And gonna call it a day. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the standard YouTube crap. And I will see you soon. Keep coming back. Watch for my Monday Man tomorrow. It's a great one. Bye-bye.